You know that feeling when everything in your life suddenly flips upside down and you realize the real storm isn't outside, but right there in your living room? That's exactly where I found myself with Mira's tablet blinking at me from the coffee table.
Honestly, moments like that can knock the breath right out of you. I've been in a situation where just a single notification changed everything. You almost want to unsee it, right? It's wild how something so small can make your whole world tilt.
Exactly. There's this split second where part of you just wants to walk away, pretend you didn't notice anything. But then there's that other nagging part, the one that's collected months of gut feelings pushing you to dig deeper.
Yeah, that internal debate is brutal. You almost feel guilty for snooping, but also, would it really be better to stay in the dark? It's like your instincts are trying to protect you, even when it means discovering something that hurts.
That's what makes it so complicated. You don't want to be the person who goes looking for trouble, but sometimes trouble finds you whether you're ready or not.
What really gets me is how those voice notes must have sounded. It's one thing to imagine betrayal, but it's another to actually hear someone's voice, plotting, almost like a performance.
Exactly. Her voice was so soft, so practiced. It's unreal each word designed to sound innocent, but underneath, there was this calculated edge. When she said she hoped I'd never find out, I felt my stomach drop.
That line, "I can't let him ruin my moment," it sends chills. It's almost as if every little hesitation and sigh was rehearsed to tug at people's sympathy. I mean, she was building a whole narrative and you were just the bad guy in it.
Yeah. And hearing her laugh quietly, like she was proud of the whole thing, it hit hard. Suddenly, I realized this wasn't just about growing her channel. She was rewriting my life, turning me into the villain for everyone to see. You know what stung the most? Was remembering all the genuine moments we shared. Every I love you, every time she said I was the one she trusted. It all felt twisted, like lines in a script I never agreed to.
That's honestly heartbreaking. It makes you question what was ever real, especially when all those intimate moments turn out to be material for someone else's story. It's like being doubly betrayed both as a partner and as a person.
It's wild how someone can take your trust, your love, and turn it into a tool to get ahead. There's this sense of being used, like your entire relationship was just content for them.
I've seen relationships where one person takes the other's vulnerability and spins it for their own gain, but hearing your experience really brings home how devastating that can feel. It's almost like losing your own narrative. Sometimes, after a shock like that, it's almost impossible to process what's real anymore. Did you find yourself replaying every conversation, wondering where the truth ended and the performance started?
Absolutely. My mind kept racing, twisting every memory into something darker. Suddenly, I couldn't tell if any of those sweet moments were genuine or if they'd all been rehearsed for this reveal.
That uncertainty eats you up inside. It's like every memory gets stained with doubt. I've had a friendship fall apart like that, and even years later, I still catch myself questioning old conversations.
What's worse is feeling like you lost control, not just of the relationship, but of your own story. Someone else is out there telling your side, but with all the facts twisted. But you know what? After the initial shock, something inside me shifted. I realized I couldn't just let her be the only one telling this story. It was time to take back my voice, no matter how much she tried to erase it.
That's the real twist, isn't it? When someone thinks they've taken everything from you, but you find the strength to stand up and set the record straight. Did you ever imagine you'd be able to turn that pain into power?
Honestly, I didn't at first. But sometimes the only thing left to do is reclaim your narrative. Sharing my side, even if it was raw and imperfect, helped me heal in ways I never expected.
It's inspiring to hear. So many people feel helpless when their story gets twisted, but finding your voice again can be the most powerful comeback of all. Maybe that's the real lesson here. No one gets to define you but you.
You know, when something shatters your trust, there's this weird in-between space where you just freeze. Have you ever experienced that? It's like your whole body is buzzing with emotion, but you can't move.
Totally. It's almost like your system just short circuits for a while. I remember feeling this jumble of anger, heartbreak, and disbelief that just kind of sat on my chest. You expect to explode, but instead you're just numb.
It's wild, right? You think you're going to react, maybe scream or confront, but instead it's just silence. That pause, sometimes it's the only thing you can manage in the moment.
Yeah, and that silence can actually be powerful in itself. It's like your mind is giving you space to process what just happened, even if your emotions are all over the place. That pause can be the difference between regret and clarity.
That makes me think there's all this pressure to react right away, to make a scene. But sometimes reacting immediately just hands the other person all the power. Did you ever feel like someone wanted you to lose your cool on purpose?
Oh, for sure. It's like they're setting the stage, hoping you'll give them that dramatic moment they can use against you later. Once you realize that, it's almost liberating to withhold your reaction. You end up keeping control of the story, not them.
Exactly. It's almost like refusing to play the part they've written for you. You get to step back and decide what comes next, instead of just falling into their narrative.
And sometimes, being calm is the most unexpected move you can make. It's like you throw off their whole plan just by not doing what they expect.
Actually, that reminds me of people who say, revenge is a dish best served cold. There's this power in letting things simmer, in holding back instead of striking right away. Why do you think patience can be more effective than immediate confrontation?
Because it gives you time to see the bigger picture. If you react in the heat of the moment, you're probably missing crucial details. But when you wait and observe, you start to understand their strategy and maybe even spot their weaknesses.
It's almost like you're gathering information for your next move. Instead of just reacting, you're preparing, planning. That's a whole different kind of strength.
Absolutely. And the other person might not even realize you're onto them. That patience can throw them off balance, which honestly feels like a tiny victory in itself.
Speaking of planning, have you ever noticed how memory gets sharper during moments like this? It's almost like every detail gets etched into your mind when you're silently watching and waiting.
I have. It's kind of wild your senses go into overdrive. You notice little things you would have missed otherwise. It's like your brain is storing up evidence, even if you don't realize it at first.
It's almost like you become a detective in your own life. Instead of reacting outwardly, you start piecing things together, quietly collecting clues.
There's something empowering about that, honestly. Even if you feel hurt or betrayed, taking back some control by just paying close attention can change everything.
What surprised me most is that the moment of betrayal, which feels like an ending, can actually be the start of something new. Did you ever have a breaking point that ended up transforming you?
Definitely. Sometimes the absolute worst moment forces you to rethink everything. And that's oddly when you find your strength. It's like you're staring out at the storm, but instead of feeling helpless, you realize you can face it on your own terms.
There's a kind of quiet determination that kicks in. Instead of letting the situation define you, you start shaping your own narrative. That shift from victim to strategist is huge.
And that's where real change happens. It's not about the betrayal itself, it's about what you do after, deciding to act thoughtfully, patiently, and on your own